Levi's DIY spot that was made here about a little over a month ago, I think, but I have not been here to skate yet. It's been destroyed at this point. Like, every trick has been done on it. Not every trick, but there's been a lot of tricks that have gone down on this spot already. And I'm just now skating it for the very first time. It's super crusty, super gnarly. Yeah, look, it's like this abandoned, closed off road area. There's a lot of other DIY stuff. There's a nice ledge down there. It's also crusty. The ground is crusty. The ledge is not, but okay. Let me show you what this is. So it's a quarter pipe, 2 quarter pipes with a channel in between on the other side of this wall. So if you, for some reason, decide you want to launch way over this wall, you're dead. Really, really crazy. And here it is. Voila. Damn, this is gnarly. It's a pretty big channel. Isn't this crazy?
Yeah, I'm not gonna skate this way.
What do you mean? All you gotta do is rock to fake it. Okay, not only is there that quarter pipe, but just around under this bridge, there are these tall flat bars. Now, bikers built this. You wanna know how I know why? Because there's a bike tire right over there, right by that tall ledge, and that ledge is not small. A skateboarder did not make that. Okay, that was fun. We're leaving that spot. Yeah.
Spot.
Will you update for me?
Okay, we just finished skating the spot. Dale did all the cool tricks, and now they're done.
No, seriously though, that spot was actually really cool. No, I enjoyed it. Terrible. I had fun. It was crusty. It's totally a biker spot for sure. The ground sucks.
Be a biker spot.
What?
Do you hate bikers now?
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Some very close friends that are bikers, and you're hating.
Biker die, bro. I didn't know biker was a derogatory term.
Yeah, Dave, is that derogatory?
I don't know, you started it.
Y'all stop dropping the hard B, okay?
No, I said biker. I said biker.
I said biker.
Okay, we are now chilling at my house because we did not know what else to do. We are tired from the skate session, and we're playing with the dogs. The dogs are having a heyday with father and son.
Heyday, 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 heyday.
Joey! 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 Okay, fine. Dave stayed up all night. Why'd you stay up all night, Dave?
Yeah, I was skating all night.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, it was pretty tight in the spot.
What'd you do after you stopped skating, though?
Why are you licking me?
Had some pizza, sat on the curb and talked about love and friendship,
Oh, okay.
kindness.
Alright, you guys had a
Talked
really,
about veganism for hours.
you guys had a really deep conversation. How deep was it?
It was pretty deep.
You were there. We sat on the curb.
Oh, on the curb.
I think that's what he's referring
Oh,
to.
I thought you meant like after the fact.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But I thought it was like a very deep conversation you had really late at night. Like it was so deep.
This is BLUETILE, everyone. Right here. These two.
Hey, we're the people that pack your orders.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
This is where my stuff comes from. Alright, you guys, I'm here with Dave again, but the good news is this is not an entire talking video.
Because, wait, Irving, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm playing with this dog.
Alright, Irving doesn't want to be a part of
Irving
this.
does.
Oh,
Come on, Irving.
Alright, I gotta move the camera. We're not
Alright,
talking about it.
pH water.
No, we're not.
Dude, Irving's super into pH water.
I'm not gonna
It's
talk
gotta have a
about
high pH.
What do you guys think? Would that be interesting if we talk about pH water?
Oh yeah, it's very important.
pH water versus faucet water?
Ew, don't drink faucet water.
Dude, who cares?
I
It's
drink
water.
all
Okay, the reason I have these two gathered here today is because they're sitting in my house, and I don't want to sit here and awkwardly do this while they sit on the couch and text whoever they're going to text. But thick shoes, we're going to have a conversation, just a little conversation. So the good news is this video is not just one long talking video. We are going to dissect and analyze thickness and thinness. Weird, right? No, it's not that weird, because the difference between thick shoes and thin shoes. Why some people like thin shoes and why people like thick shoes. Thick shoes. And the reason why I'm just talking about it and I'm not out in the streets doing this and showing you guys the difference. I got these here Vans, and I've been skating these here Vans for the last couple of days. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about some thin shoes too, because I skate those all of the time. I.e. thin shoes, Dave has them on. Well, what? The main thing is like the reason why people like to skate thin shoes is for board feel, right?
Absolutely.
But thin shoes are heavier, you claim.
Well, vulcanized shoes are heavy.
Right.
But Adidas doesn't really make true vulcanized shoes. They have a cold press, whatever. So yeah, Adidas. Whatever. It's a cold wrap Volk. So
it's not true.
Oh, it is kind of colder.
Pick up a vulcanized shoe. They're heavy. They're pretty damn heavy.
Yeah.
They're also terrible for the environment. But that's
I've
a
heard
different.
that.
Yeah, they release dioxins in the curing process.
But that's why everyone gets them made in China, right? That's why they're
Right,
done
because
here.
Vans used to be made over here, but environmental protection laws made them go overseas. And some people would fight. God, this just
keep going.
Some people would fight. Oh man, the EPA ran Vans. Oh, it's destroying our country and our economy. And it's like, well, no, dude, we need to have cleaner businesses.
Right.
You know, we need to move away from things like vulcanized if it's so bad for the planet.
Right.
Or the environment. So yeah, I just derailed the hell out of that conversation.
Is skateboarding good for the environment?
No. Actually, the BLUETILE awards are, the wood is sourced in Michigan. For every tree that's cut down,
we send another tree.
they plant 10 in that forest.
Do they actually?
Yeah, it's a sustainable forest. It's been in operation for a couple hundred years, or 100 years, or
yeah, because it's in the UP of Michigan.
Whatever it is. It's part of the Forestry Stewardship Commission.
Okay.
So
well, there you go.
All of our boards, if you buy something made in China, there's no regulations to say that someone can't obliterate a Chinese maple forest.
Right.
You know,
Right.
And they have. You know, it's like, so at least when you.
So definitely,
God,
I mean,
now
like
we're
whatever
talking about boards.
if you like thick or thin shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why thin shoes feel better.
Yeah. But dude, what? When I first opened the shop almost 16 years ago, so I couldn't give away a Vans shoe.
Why?
Vulcanized shoes did not sell.
Oh, I know.
So what's crazy is Fallen came out, and Fallen introduced the Chief and the Scout.
You think that's what put
That was
vulcanized
the
on the map?
first super vulcanized shoes.
Dude.
The first really thin shoes that everybody jumped on.
Dude, the Reynolds 3 is what got me into vulcanized shoes.
That was later.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah. Because the
How
Reynolds,
old are you, dude?
dude, the Reynolds that was out when I opened was the Reynolds 2 maybe, or the Reynolds 1 maybe. Dude, what's crazy when I opened, this is a whole nother topic.
And that's where we will be cutting the video today. This conversation actually went on for a while, so I think I can actually pull another video from that conversation. It was a deep conversation about more skate shoe stuff and stuff that went on in the industry. Conversation goes all over the place, and there's so much that we end up talking about, but we didn't really get to the bottom line of thin shoes versus thick shoes, but we did talk about some other stuff about how shoes are vulcanized. I thought it was still a cool conversation to throw in this video here, but I'm doing a giveaway. If you guys do not know, I am giving away my old Ultra Range shoes. I'm giving away my old Ultra Range shoes that I made a video out of because Vans sent me more, the right size. The other size was a half size too small, and they are actually 9.5s. I forgot to mention that. So, I mean, if you don't wear a 9.5 and you still want the shoes, you want me to sign them or something, I'll still give them away to that person. I'll still pick whoever. I neglected to say that. So, I mean, you can still enter and you'll still give you the shoes even if you don't wear a 9.5, but if you don't want to enter and you don't want the shoes because they won't fit, I completely understand. How you enter: you post a picture on Instagram of your Slammin' t-shirts, zines, or stickers. You can still enter, you can still purchase stuff. I'm doing it all through this week if you still want to enter, and put your Instagram handle, username in the picture, post on Instagram, Slammin' giveaway. My website is in the description below. But yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow.
I told you 8!
Oh my god.
I am the one, the way your son don't.
Dale, you know how to do this better than I do, right? Tell the truth.